Much, Amy, and welcome everybody to another Yoga on Saturday session here. Thank you all for joining us. Uh, so today, namaste. Today, I think we're going to go back to a little bit more practical things. We've been talking about some rather esoteric things that you may or may not be interested in. Seems a bit far-fetched, although it's not, in a sense. Enlightenment, nirvikalpa samadhi, and all these things may not be on your bucket list, so to speak. In the West here, we're more practical minded. We want to see results and we want to be healthy and happy in this lifetime, which is a very obvious and a necessary goal, even to reaching these higher states of consciousness we talk about. So what is the most important, and I hope you're not feeling harangued about this, but we're going to go back to those basics again and talk a little bit about, again, diet, exercise, and all those good things that are important, as well as, of course, uh, yoga practice, meditation, and all that. So let's start with something that you may or may not be familiar with, but it's becoming more and more uh, popular and important to health-minded individuals and scientific researchers, which is something called our biome. You ever heard of that? If not, it's okay, but it's I'll be explaining it. And if you have, you know what I mean. It's very, very important in cutting edge science. In the past, in the very recent past, this was a mystery to most scientists because they had no way of knowing what was going on in the intestines. It's something that's kind of difficult to find out. But recently they have discovered with their modern technology and everything, and able to look into this, and they're finding out some amazing things. That this biome, which they've named it, which really means kind of like a living organ in a sense, a living essence, uh, is very, very important to our well-being. And it's not even part of our what we think of as our body. It's bacteria, good, bad, and otherwise, that reside, trillions and trillions of them. More bacteria reside within our biome, microbiome, actually, they call it. They're very small. Uh, is More of these bacteria reside in there than than cells in our bodies, many, many more times, in fact, although they're very, very small. So it makes up about, if you would congeal them into a mass, maybe, as big as your kidney or so, they say, and about that much weight. But they're extremely important for our well-being. They're sort of like what they call, forget the word, how they benefit from being there. They wouldn't be there, and we benefit greatly from them being there. In fact, our health would suffer greatly. So what they've discovered is this microbiome it's very, very important. It does so many, many good things for our body if it's in the right place. And that just like amazing uh, how this universe is one, yet it's so fantastically diverse. Everybody's biome, just like everybody's fingerprints and so much everything, everybody's individuality is totally unique. Even though we're all one, we're all made of the same things. We all are ultimately, as we say, there's nothing but that consciousness. It's become that oneness has become so incredibly diverse, and each one of us is a like a snowflake. We're all the same, yet we're all totally unique in our own way. So the same with our microbiomes. And just like everything else about us, it all depends on our own individual activities, especially our diet, how our microbiome is, and brings us back to the idea of diet and lifestyle, how to, and this microbiome is very sensitive to that. Might want to mention, as usual, many of the great resources we get from our wonderful library. And this is something that I picked up the other day, and it's from the library, and you can get it there too if you're interested. Somebody named J.S. Cohen, another medical doctor, of talking about the hidden dangers of antibiotics. Now, antibiotics, as you know, are touted as a miracle drug, and they are to people that really, really, really need them. But they've been much abused, and so nowadays, most of them don't work anymore because the bacteria, in their infinite wisdom, as part of nature, have learned how to get around most of them. They've evolved ways to be antibiotic resistant because we've used them for when they're totally unnecessary. So avoid antibiotics unless totally unnecessary because they destroy your microbiome and leave it open to the bad bacteria. Now let me kind of go back on that. There are two types of bacteria. There's many different types, many different types, but most of them are the good bacteria. If you're in a healthy state and you have a healthy diet, uh, live a healthy lifestyle. But there are some bacteria in there that are definitely not our friends and do great damage. And it turns out, again, that we are destroying our bacteria. Here's another book I would recommend by, again, our friend Joel Fuhrman, Fuhrman, another medical doctor. This guy, he has many books out at our wonderful library. I totally recommend that you find his books and read them. He's a wonderful man, wonderful author, and you really can gain a lot from his insights. So the microbiome is actually affected by what you eat, and that when we eat fast food, when we eat animal products that have no fiber in them, we actually feed the bad bacteria. And this is bad. And we starve the good bacteria who live on the fibers. Where do we get fibers? Where do we get fibers? Not from animal products, very little in processed foods. Why I say try to cut back on those. And they live on the fibers of natural foods, the whole plants uh, that I recommend to you, like fruits, vegetables, beans, seeds, grains, and nuts. These are the foods that have the fibers that are indigestible to us, but they are the food of the good bacteria. So if you feed them and cut back on the uh, other stuff that feeds the bad bacteria, your microbiome will feed you and keep you healthy. So very important. This is what they're finding out. And maybe while I'm at it, to recommending books, another great MD has his own institution that he's done great work with. He is Dr. Dean Ornish and his wife Ann have come up with another book, Undo It. You can actually, by lifestyle changes, the best thing is prevention. But if you have any of these horrible diseases caused by our modern American diet, MAD, MAD, which is really what it is, it's insane, what our modern American diet has done to us. Epidemics of obesity, cancer, heart disease, and what's the other one? Actually, Alzheimer's are finding, Parkinson's. These are all related to our modern American diet, which is totally unnatural. And we can reverse that by going back to a more natural, healthy diet. And he mentions that so many in his books, he has a number of books. Again, Dean Ornish, write that down and check him out too. So do your own research. Nobody knows everything, and nothing we know is totally sure. We've been told so much we need all this animal protein, can't do without it. Now we're discovering that it's actually the cause of so many problems. And we've been told, that we need to eat less fat. We need to eat the right kind of fats told that we need to cut out all carbohydrates. No, our body needs carbohydrates, but the right kind of carbohydrates from fruits and vegetables, not from processed things, from processed sugar and processed wheat and flour, and cut those things to the minimum, if cut them out entirely, and eat more fruits and vegetables. It's hard at first, but you'll find that your taste buds have been perverted by all this fat and sugar and unhealthy fat and trans fats and sugar, refined sugars, and salt in these processed foods. And that as you slowly begin to find all the wonderful tastes that our natural diet should be, again, more of these natural whole uh, plants-based diet will help your biome, help your health, and then you'll be in a state where you enjoy exercise instead of being something that you can't make yourself have to force yourself to get a little exercise because and you'll lose weight, you'll be healthier and happier. Your postures and your meditation will go better and your life will go better. So this is what it's all about. You know, all these things are very inexpensive. The books, you can get them for free at the library, and you actually you'll save money by eating healthier. All those expensive, uh, but anyway, you'll save money by not having to go to the hospital and being healthier and being able to enjoy your life more, whatever it costs. But it's very inexpensive. Helping you with the intermittent fasting. They have another name for it now. I forget. It makes it sound a little easier. Just kind of give yourself plenty of time uh, in that period when you're sleeping. Maybe get that time in there. Let your body rejuvenate. Doesn't cost you anything if you just kind of. And it's hard to change your diet. I know, and it interferes with everything. And you're so used to it. Just do it gradually and work your way up to it as you can. Whatever you do, and educate yourself, and you'll be sorry. You won't be sorry. Okay, so enough of that. I hope I haven't been haranguing you too much, but it's so very, very important for your well-being, and that's all I really care about, and hope, and obviously you too. You want to be healthy and happy. Uh, so just some ways that you can help that along and avoid the consequences of a unhealthy lifestyle. So that's what it's all about. So let's go ahead then and take it one step further. And once we have a healthy and happy body, we can quiet our mind easier and access deeper levels of our being and really supercharge our our whole existence on this planetary situation we find ourselves in. So let's start by just sitting quietly in a comfortable yogic pose with our hands in Shin Mudra, and close our eyes. Let go and right now of all your concerns, even whether or not what you're going to do about food and exercise and all that, and just tap into that which is beyond all these concerns, all your outer thoughts and feelings and perceptions, which underlies and permeates them, and is really the oneness of everything. It's what really counts. Everything else is just an expression of that. So let's just come back to that. It's always there because it can never go away. Everything else is constantly going away and coming again in a different form. So let's just let go of all those forms and ideas and just focus on your breath, the life force within you, which everyone wants to enhance because that's what brings joy in life. And that's what we're all about here. So let's enhance that by breathing deeper. That life force is very much connected to our breath. So on our next out breath, I think You all know how this goes. Breathe out deeply and fully. Pull the tummy in and let all the oxygen, air out of your lungs. And leave it out there a bit. And then when you need to breathe, breathe from the deepest part of your lungs by expanding your midsection first, or just allowing it to expand as you breathe in, and then to the middle and upper part of your lungs. And then we apply the locks that you all know at the top by tightening up your glottal area here, bringing your chin down a bit, pulling the tummy in, tighten up the bottom, and hold the breath in for as long as comfortable. And then release those locks. And again, breathe out long and completely. Let's continue like that for a few more times. Breathing in deeply and fully. Applying the locks, holding that life energy into your system. Feel how that dynamizes your system, quiets your mind, and then release that and breathe out long and completely. And can continue again like that. Noticing the calming and energizing effect of this very simple practice as we enhance the life force by focusing on it and deepening it and holding it in. Okay, finish the one you're on and do one more. And then let your breath return to normal, but remain in that very quiet, indrawn space. Very good. So now let's go ahead and begin our practice. Again, I remind you, in yoga, the mind, body, and breath all work together. So remember to breathe rhythmically and deeply. Focus as we go along in the bodily movements. Okay, breathing in, let the head hang back. And breathing out, let it roll to the right. And again, breathing and focusing as you roll your head back and to the left and all around. Whatever feels right to you, listening to your body, the intelligence in your body and all those nerves and everything is constantly communicating with headquarters, telling it what feels good and what doesn't. So don't go against that intelligence. Listen to it and you'll be much better off. And then when you're done, roll your shoulders up around your ears and back down, release. Up, forward, tight, forward, down, release, and all around. Good. And now just let your arms outstretched and bring those shoulder blades together, together, together. Great. Feel that wonderful stretch. Breathe into it. That's where the good things come. And then reaching up overhead, up, 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 stretching up, 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 and then twisting left, down, 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 up, 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 And up, 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 twisting right, down, 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 up with your left elbow. Good. Feel that stretch. Breathe into it and release it. And then bring your left hand around and your right hand over. Great. Feel that stretch as you straighten those arms out as much as possible and get them as close together as you can. And then bend forward from the waist and back up and reverse your arms. Good. Feel that stretch. Breathe into it. And then breathing out, let's bend forward. And sitting back up, let's go ahead and do some self-massage and help all those individual cells and all it's flowing and all the good things it's doing in there. Just help it along a little bit by massaging your way down your arm with your left hand, squeezing and releasing, focusing and breathing. Noticing that it's that life energy that allows you to do this, to work on that life energy itself. And there's that consciousness behind it all. And without that, nothing would happen. And that life energy is the conscious, kind of like the tool of the consciousness to create all this incredibleness. So we're going to focus on the breath, life energy, and what you're feeling, and who it is that's feeling it, that consciousness underneath it all, as we bring our attention back and down into the chest and hand and heart. And when the left hand is out, you're squeezing and releasing, focusing and breathing. So everything is that consciousness, and it functions through its potential, which is that life energy actualizing as everything we experience as a world, as a body, as an individual, in that universal consciousness. And then let's pull back on those fingers, focusing, breathing, and work your way down the arm. Good. Help that life force to flow better through your individual nervous system, your individual life energy vehicle, down into the heart. Great. Now on the bottom of the right foot with your thumbs. Good. Give that a good massage, and that will do major good throughout your body by sending all that life energy to those important organs as you massage the bottom there, and send that energy flowing through there. Give it a good massage with your fingers on the top and flex that foot, and everything will go better as you work your hands up the right leg, squeezing and releasing, focusing and breathing. Good. Left hand comes in front, right hand behind, and you meet at the midsection. Very good. And let's not neglect the left foot with our thumbs. Give it a good massage with our thumbs and our fingers on the top. And everything is starting to flow better already. So let's keep going by flexing that foot, massaging all the way up the left leg. Good. Both hands. And again, the midsection, again, all that important microbiome and all those important other organs in there. Give them a little bit of help. Good. And then the top of the head with both hands. Don't forget to breathe and focus and massage. And together, all that life energy gets stimulated to flow better and function better in our bodies. So the forehead and temples with our fingers and thumbs, and then around the eyes gently, and even more gently on the eyes themselves. Good. Really appreciate that. And down underneath the face to the jaw, and underneath the jaw, and behind the jaw, and up and around the ear. Get that area. And then down into your heart. Continue breathing deeply and focused as you go to the top of the head and go backwards behind the head into the side of the neck, and then these muscles on either side of the neck on the upper back. Get them as you breathe and focus and appreciate the goodness of massage, and then down into the front and then the lower back of the spinal column, and finally the midsection. One more time. Very good. Now sit comfortably and feel the goodness of that life energy as it flows even more so, and how it affects you mentally as well as you breathe and enjoy. Great. So now bring your hands together behind you, and we always start with the yoga mudra. Okay, so let's take a deep breath. Breathing out, bending forward, and bringing your hands forward like this, and stretch as far as your body allows, and feel that stretch at the max point. Good, that's where those good things happen. And then stretch to the right, as far as you can go. Listen to your body. And then the other direction, as far as you can go to that max point with your left shoulder, your left knee. Feel that stretch, bring that right shoulder up. Good, and then sit back and relax a minute. And we're going to twist to the right, and taking a deep breath, we're going to come down towards that right thigh this way. Same way, but just to the right this time. And then release that left hand forward, keeping the right hand back. And your whole left side is being stretched as you breathe into it. And then as you come out of that, with your left hand to your right knee, right hand is back there already. So just twist those shoulders, head to the front. And there you are, getting a nice twist all along your back and spine. And then reverse it. Do it all over again. Twist to the left, hands behind your back with a deep breath. Breathing out, come down towards that left knee and bring your right hand forward, stretching that left hand back and feeling that stretch at the max point. And then bring that right hand back to the left knee and twist that left shoulder back. Bring the right shoulder forward. Bring your chin right onto that right shoulder. And as you focus what you're feeling all along your spine, breathe into it and then release it. And let all those good things get integrated. Great. So now let's stretch our legs out and lean back onto our elbows like this for the fish pose. Taking a deep breath, let your head hang back and lower your elbows so the top of the head holds your weight. Your hands now are free onto your thighs, pointing your toes and stretching your hands way behind you together, as far as they'll go, and feeling that lovely stretch all from fingertips to toes. And then bring your hands back to your sides, pick up and relax back to the mat until they relax. Between poses, let everything settle down and just let nature take its course. Very good. Now let's go ahead, and if you're ready and able, we're going to just do a few of these inverted poses. And so we're going to bring our feet up from the hips, okay? And then bring a little further over and push right up into the full shoulder stand. Feet straight overhead if possible. Chin into the neck notch. Breathe, feel that blood rushing into your thyroid gland. A lot of people have trouble in that area, and many reasons for it. A lot of it is diet, a lot of it is all the pollution we have, but we can change that, help that along by these poses, and then we can slip into the half shoulder stand and be in that pose for a bit, feeling the good effects for as long as comfortable, and then see how far you can come over with those feet towards the mat behind you into what we call the plow close in English, and see how far you can go. Hold that as long as you're comfortable, and if you're really flexible, maybe pull your knees down a bit like this, and then slowly, with your hands on the mat behind you, lift your upper body, your lower body, come back to the mat, and rest back onto the mat. Good. Just totally relax, especially after these inverted poses. Let everything settle down as you bring your knees and your feet flat like this for the bridge position, which is next. So, taking a deep breath, let's push up into the bridge. You all know this one. Just with your thigh muscles and your lower back muscles, make a bridge between your feet and your upper back. And then you can massage that lower back. And believe me, it will appreciate it. A lot of abuse in that area goes on. You can help to alleviate that with a little massage in there. And then wrap your hands around your hips and push that even higher, getting a nice reverse flex in there. Stretch your left leg up with a deep breath. Right leg up with a deep breath. And back to the mat. And again, just totally relax. And let that integrate a bit. As you breathe and just be. Good. And now when you're ready, sit up a little bit. Hands underneath your shoulders. This. Take a deep breath and push up into the inclined plane. Make a straight line from your feet to your shoulders. And then let your head hang back. And then bring your left leg up with a deep breath. Right leg up with a deep breath. And sit back up with your feet out extended and your hands on your knees. And then your hands together like this. And let's take a deep breath and stretch up and out and down. Grab your feet like this, or if you can't, maybe just your ankles. Put your elbows down beside your knees and see how close you can come to those knees. And then slowly, as you breathe into this pose, you can find yourself able to go even deeper, very slowly and consciously. When you get to that point, you can't go any deeper. Hold that, breathe into it, and then just release it. And pull this right foot back like this, down into your midsection, hands together. Deep breath up and out and down. Grab that left foot, elbows down, head down, feel that stretch. Breathe into it. Now reach across, reach behind, twist those shoulders into the front, and reverse. Right leg out, left leg in, hands together. Deep breath up and out and down. Grab that right foot, elbows down, head down. Feel that stretch. Breathe into it. Great. Hold it. Now reach across with your left hand, behind with your right. Come up into this position, twisting that left shoulder forward, the right shoulder back as far as you're able to. Bring the head to the front, and you're all stretched throughout your whole back, upper back area. Great. And then release and reverse. And let's stretch across this way with your right hand on your left foot. Left hand behind again. Same thing. Push that left shoulder back this time. Right shoulder forward. Head to the front. Feel the stretch all along your back. Hold and release. Both feet out now. Great. Deep breath up, twisting right hand to right foot, and then very, very carefully, consciously, slowly bring that left hand in a wide arc towards your right foot like this. Go as far as your body allows, and when you get to that max point, feel that stretch, breathe into it. That's where the good things happen. And then release that, and sitting back up, do the same thing to the left, stretching up, twisting the left hand to the left foot, and slowly and consciously come down with that right hand and upper body towards that left leg and foot. Go as far as your body allows, hold at that point, feel that stretch, and then let's go ahead and reach across and grab that left foot with both hands. Put your head close to that left knee as possible. And let's go ahead and reach across to the right foot with both hands and put the head into the right knee as close as possible. Again, don't forget to breathe and focus, and then sit back up and let everything integrate. Feel how that expansive feeling begins to creep into your consciousness as your body is more and more flowing more dynamically in a very calm, healthy way as you settle back into that feeling of just happy awareness. And that's good. So let's continue then. Hands together. Breathing deeply as we stretch up and then forward and down as you breathe out. Stretching your hands across and seeing how very slowly and consciously and carefully you can go towards the mat with your head. Good. Feel that stretch, breathe into it. Sitting back up, feet together, close to your midsection as possible. Pull them in with both hands. And then you can stretch those thighs towards the mat. Release towards the mat and release. And one more time. Straighten out that upper body. Hold. And then push the feet forward as you see how close you can put your head right into those feet. Great. And then sit back up. Let that integrate as you breathe and relax. And now, a little more complicated here. Remember how this goes. Right leg under, left leg over. Real easy. Now just stretch your left arm and underarm over that left knee like this, if possible. And then bring this right hand around and twist those right shoulder back and bring the head forward. Good. Getting a nice stretch and massage to your back and internal organs. And then reverse, reach across, reach behind. Put that left shoulder as far as you can back and bring the right shoulder forward, head forward to that right shoulder and feel that effect and then release it. And reverse your legs, same thing, but left leg down, right leg over, right arm over, left hand behind, twist, and reverse twist. Great. And then let's go ahead up into the diamond position. Toes together, ankles apart, hands in chin mudra. And just take advantage of this time to just feel that quiet space of universality, which lives within each one of us and within everything. Just be with that a moment or two as you breathe and focus. Hands behind the back. Take a deep breath. Put the top of the head to the mat. Bring those hands far forward. Great. Feel that blood rushing into your brain. Hold this for a minute. Stretch to the right, left, way forward. Good. And then Sit back onto your hunches, hands by your ankles, turn your head, and just relax again as you breathe and relax. Very good. Okay, we're just flowing right along here, so let's continue. Left hand on left knee, right hand on the mat. Stretch that right leg straight back. Lock that left elbow and keep your upper body up like this. Don't lean forward. And then bring your right hand around and twist the right shoulder back and the left shoulder stays right where it is, but you bring your chin right onto it. There you are. And a nice stretching in this way. And let's come back to and do it the other side. Left leg, come straight back. Lock that right elbow and balancing on your left leg. Bring that left hand around and twist that left shoulder back, chin to the front. And again, get a nice stretch there as you breathe into it. Very good. Now put both hands down. Bring the right leg back with the left. And lay back to the mat with your chin right on the mat and your hands flat. And we're all set for the cobra. Bring your chin up and your head back. I'm just going to roll your head backwards as you roll and stretch and massage your spine in this way. And then when you get to just where your tummy and belly button are still on the mat, kind of bring your head up just a little further and push up with your hands a little more. And then bring your feet up behind you like this and twist your head to the right and left. And then just relax back to the mat. Very good. Again, take a moment or two and just let everything go. And of course, breathe. Very good. Stretch your arms out, bring your feet up, and let's rock our boat. Good. Rock and roll, rock and roll. Then reach back and come up into the bow and rock your bow if you can, or just hold your bow and then pull your ankles down, head up. Good. And then down and to the mat again with your hands underneath your thighs, either flat or as a fist. We're all set for the locust. Okay, as we know, we take a deep breath and hold it on this pose. So let's do that. Take a deep breath, hold it, and bring that right leg up, balancing on your left knee. Just everything stays the same. Just the right leg comes up, 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 hold, and then slowly back down. Same thing with the left leg now. Deep breath, hold, and balancing on your right knee. Bring that left foot straight up, 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 hold, and slowly back down. Okay, now it gets really intense, so take a few moments. And when you're ready, hold your breath and bring those both legs up together. Up, 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 hold, and slowly back down. And take a well-deserved rest again and breathe. Good. Those are very intense, but very, very valuable. Okay, now up on all fours, and let's go ahead and do a bowing pose like this. Good. And then up on all fours again, and the cat flex. As you breathe in, arch the back and head down, and as you breathe out, midsection down and head up. Good. Let's do that a few more times. Flexing the spine that way. 2, 3. Good. And then we'll do the wiggle waggle, which flexes the spine a different way. Okay, we're going to Lean to the right with our head and our butt at the same time like that. And then reverse. Left. Both same time towards the left. Good. He's going to wiggle waggle to the right. Wiggle waggle to the left. And do that one more time. Good. Flex the spine that way. And then let's do the donkey kick next, right? Breathing in, knee and head together. Breathing out, apart. Together, breathing in, up, apart. Together, up. And the other leg. 1, up. 2, up. 3, up. And right leg up. Kneeling back up. Left elbow around. Right hand behind. Twist those shoulders, head to the front. Feel that effect and release it. Left leg up. Right elbow around. Twist those shoulders, head to the front. Good. Feel that stretch and release. Okay, hands together. Take a deep breath and stretch forward, arching up. Good. Now the right hand stays right there. I'm sorry, the left hand stays right there and reaching back with the right and pull that ankle as you stretch forward like this. Good. And let's reverse. Right leg is up, hands together. Deep breath as you stretch forward and arch up like this. Good. Right hand stays out there. Left hand reaches back and pull forward like this. Wonderful. Now both hands flat, both feet together. Grab your ankles, head into your knees. Great. Feel the effects of this pose. Very powerful, valuable pose. Pose. Feel it, breathe into it. And then very slowly, because your head is reversed and you don't want to become too lightheaded or anything, bring your feet about shoulder width apart as you come up slowly. And then standing straight up, hands together. Let's go ahead and continue stretching way behind like this. Great. And then back to the standing position. And let's stretch overhead like this, like a mountain. Steady and tall. As you stretch toward the ceiling. Great. And bring your hands to your sides like this. Straight back and bend forward from the waist. And see how far you can go forward as you bring your hands forward. Good. And then just release your hands. Stand back up. And bring your hands behind you together. Bring your right foot back like this. And lean back. And slowly arch forward towards your front knee. Good. Go as far as you can. Hold. And then slowly come back up. And reverse your feet. Breathing deeply, leaning back, arching forward as you breathe out. Good. You'll notice we always breathe in as we expand and breathe out as we contract. Go down forward. Good. And then breathing in again and standing back up. Great. Okay. So now we're going to do the triangle. So our right foot goes straight to the right. Left foot is straight ahead. And we have our arms parallel to our thighs, to our legs, and then just bend forward from the waist with our left hand towards our left ankle and looking up at our right hand overhead, stretched overhead. Good, like this. Very good. Now bend that left knee, put the left hand inside, flat, next to the left foot. Bring the right foot back about 6 inches and stretch your right hand forward as far as you can, like you're trying to reach something way out there in space. Hold that stretch, feel that all on your right side. Then bring that arm around behind you. Bring the right shoulder up and look down at your left foot like this. Feel that stretch in your back. Then put both feet forward, the left foot forward along with the right. And all you do is grab either ankle, elbows on either inside of either knee. Bend those knees and put your head as close to the mat as you can, like this. You can bring your hands down like this and see if you can get even close to those hands like this. Good. And put your hands flat together like this on the mat and just bring your head up like this and hold that pose. Wonderful. And then slowly come back up and then stretch overhead again like this. Great. And then the right foot goes out and we can triangle down towards the right foot with the right hand. The left hand overhead like this. Into the classic triangle pose. Hold down with your right, back with your left foot, forward with your left arm again. Hold behind your back, shoulder up, head down. Hold right foot forward with the left. Grab either ankle, elbows on either inside of either knee. Head towards the mat. Same thing. Go towards the mat again with your head as far as you're able to. Hands flat. Head up. Hold. Good. And let's go ahead and stretch overhead one more time. Very good. And back to the starting position. All stretched out in every direction possible almost. And feel the goodness of that as your circulation is just flowing so smoothly. So let's continue. After a few moments of letting everything integrate, we'll do the warrior pose. And let's go ahead and do a few sun salutations. We have the time. So with the hands together, we're already set. Let's stretch behind us like this. And back to the starting position. And then up towards the ceiling and down towards your ankles. Put your head into your knees. Hold. Okay, both hands flat in front of you. Bring the right leg back and come up like this into the runner's pose. Your hands flat on either side of your left foot and your head up. Good. Then bring the left foot back with the right. Come down with your head, up with your butt. It's called the hanging dog. Up, down with the upward facing dog, and then the downward facing dog with your head up, down, and then your midsection down and your head up. Good. Okay. And then bring your right foot up like this. Same thing, the runner's pose again. And then both feet together like this. Grabbing your ankles, head into your knees again. Into the jackknife. Hold. And then very slowly, feet shoulder width apart, begin to slowly stand up. And let's stretch overhead one more time. And back to the starting position. Whoa. Let's just let that integrate a bit. Breathe and just feel the goodness throughout your body. Great. And then now we'll do the warrior pose. Always try to finish up with this one and then the other two. So we have our left foot out and we're like this, and we just bend that forward knee and keep our arms parallel to our legs and just like that. Great. Hold. Beautiful pose. Sometimes you see these in magazines. They look so daunting, but they're not that hard. And then bring your hands together and stretch up. And let's go ahead and reverse it. Okay, schwap, Hands together and up like that. Great. Okay, hands on your knees. And let's take a few deep breaths. Throwing the breath out. Pull the stomach in, release it. Pull the stomach in, release it. Pull the stomach in, hold it in, apply the locks. Release the locks, release the breath. Take a few breaths. One more time. Breathing out. Stomach in, release. Pull it in, release. Pull it in, hold it in. Very good. Feet together. Grab your ankles. Head into your knees. Hold this as long as you are comfortable with it. And feel the goodness of it. Then when you're ready, put your hands flat on the mat, keeping your head down, sit back to the mat, put your knees up and wrap your hands around them and fall back to the mat. And let's roll a couple of times to the right, left, right, and left. Pull those knees into your chest, tighten up your whole body, and totally relax to the mat in the corpse position. And totally let go. Okay. And just breathe and relax. And don't worry about a thing. And let your energy flow smoothly and consciously throughout your body. It's doing that anyway, keeping you alive. That life force expressing itself in its own unique way through you. So let it be. And feel it throughout your ankles and toes, especially right now, flowing in there, healing, tingling, flowing. Let go of any tension in that area as you feel your ankles, calf muscles, shins, and knee. Feel that area loosening, lightening, relaxing, healing. Very good. Feel that energy working now, especially in your thighs and behind your thighs. Healing. Flowing now into your buttocks, midsection. Feel that whole area just relaxing, soothing. Let go of any tension you might feel. Very good. As you breathe consciously, breathe into your whole lower body. That area heal and soothe. Your lower back, midsection, chest and upper back, shoulders and arms, the whole upper body. Your whole body from your neck to your toes. Very relaxed and loose. Ease. Your neck, your shoulders and upper back, chin, jaw, tongue, face, back of your head. Feel those areas all relaxing. Feel that life energy flowing through them, letting everything heal and release. Very good. So now your focus is totally on your forehead. Feel that area loosening, lightening. Feel that light consciousness as you focus on your forehead specifically. Everything else is flowing, and just your focus is totally on your forehead. Breathe into that area. Now the top of your head as well is just dealing with the light. It's that life energy is feeling and soothing and balancing and focusing all through that upper part of your head, forehead, back of your head. As you breathe and relax. Very slowly. Take plenty of time. Very slowly begin. Very slowly sit back up for meditation. No hurry. Take your time. The meditation, as you may know, is very effortless. Stretching and breathing and all these things take a great deal of effort. We've got all of that behind us. And the body is all stretched out and the life force is just feeling good. And so now the easy part, really. We're just going to, what we always do anyway, we're just going to be and let everything else go. First, let's go ahead and do a few breathing practices. Just the normal one we always do. Basic full yogic breath. Just do a few of those just to kind of top everything off. Because we know the breath is very calming if we kind of deepen the breath and slow the breath, and the mind and the metabolism naturally slow as well. So let's go ahead and do a few of those, holding at the top and tightening those locks. Let's do just a few of those right now. Okay, it's finished when you're on and do one more. Good. And now just sit comfortably, hands in chin mudra on your knees or in your lap like this. Be comfortable, be relaxed. Watch your breath. You can bring in the mantra. Hum on the in-breath. Sa on the out-breath. Hum on the in-breath. Sa. But just however it feels to go. Just let it go with your breath. Don't try to do anything. Just let it be. Let the mantra be there if it feels to be. If it wants to slip away, or if you find yourself thinking, it's fine. Just when you become aware, slip back to the breath, back to the mantra. Let your mind just settle down naturally and effortlessly. Very good. Very slowly bring your attention back to the room. Take plenty of time. Don't hurry. Keep your eyes closed for a few more minutes as you slowly begin to come out of meditation. No hurry. Very good. Again, I want to thank you all for coming. We do have one more week left, and we'll let let you know when the recordings are available. So, treat your biome good during next week and treat your fellow beings as you'd like to be treated. We'll talk about karma next week, perhaps. And have a really great week. Looks like it's going to be a nice summer-like week, and you can enjoy the outdoors and come in for the inward experience next week again with us if you could. And we'll be glad to see you then. And thanks again for coming today. And unless there's any questions or comments, I'll just like to say namaste and be as you are and express that in all that you do. Namaste.